Hey friends, what's up? Picture this, the Volleyball World Championship, but not the way we've known it. More teams, more matches, more drama. Unexpected debuts, legends still on the court, and shocking absences the whole volleyball world will be talking about. Now take all of that and put it in a country where volleyball is loved with pure obsession, the Philippines. And ask yourself, what's in store for us at the 2025 World Championship? September 12th, the day that opens a brand new chapter in the history of world volleyball. For the first time ever, the Philippines will host the tournament. Fans here turn every match into a show, where every serve feels like match point. Even games without star billing will be played in an atmosphere you just can't turn away from. But the biggest thing? The format. Not 24 teams, 32, 8 new national squads, 8 new chances for upsets. Or will we get another group stage with almost no surprises like we saw at the Women's World Championship? From September 12th to 28th, 64 matches in just 17 days. Non-stop, no breaks, volleyball morning, noon and night, group stage, playoffs, medals. One mistake could cost you not just a match, but the whole tournament. The group stage is simple, 8 groups of 4 teams. Top 2 go through, easy, on paper, yes, on the court, not at all. And it's all happening in just 2 arenas. SM Mall of Asia Arena, 18,000 seats. Araneta Coliseum, 15,000. 2 venues, 1 festival atmosphere. Players may change, but the energy stays. Now let's talk about the main characters. Among the debutants, the Philippines and Colombia. Maybe they'll be the ones to pull off a shocker. We've also got Algeria, Libya, Chile and Romania making their return. These teams will fight for every point to prove they've earned their place back. Defending champs Italy will try to protect their crown. If they succeed, they'll become just the 3rd team of the 21st century to win back-to-back titles after Brazil and Poland. But can they? The competition is tougher, the schedule's heavier and the roster isn't perfect. Let's not forget the legends. Luciano Di Cecco and Robert Landy Simon were already playing at the 2006 World Championship in Japan. For Di Cecco, this tournament could be historic. If he steps on court even once, he'll be the first player ever to play in 6 straight World Championships. That's not just a career, that's a 20-year volleyball epic. But maybe the biggest storyline is the return of Wilfredo Leon. Over 15 years ago, he was leading Cuba to silver at the World Championship, falling to Brazil in the final. Since then, a change of nationality, a move to Poland, and a reputation as one of the best players on the planet. In 2022, he missed the tournament due to a major knee injury and surgery. Now, he's back. And here's where another figure steps into the story. Poland's head coach Nikola Grbić and the Volleyball World Championship. It's been a lifelong unfinished dream. The 52-year-old coach admits that the missing gold has haunted him since 1998. The Philippines tournament will be his 7th, 4 as a player, 2 as a coach. 60 matches, 3 medals, but no gold. Here's a curious fact. In every World Championship he's played or coached, Grbić has always finished with a medal. But there's another twist. The last team he lost to at a World Championship as a player was Cuba. In the 2010 semifinals, Serbia, with Captain Grbić, fell to a Cuban team carried by a 17-year-old Wilfredo Leon. Now fate has brought them together again, only this time Leon is the star of Grbić's own team, and Wilfredo has already said nothing less than gold will do. So the question is, can they finally complete the journey they've both been chasing for almost their entire lives? Who's going to be the shock of this championship? Who will be holding the trophy high on September 28th? And most importantly, are you ready for a World Championship like we've never seen before? And since we're talking rosters and stars, let's see who's boosting their lineups after the Nations League, and who, sadly, we won't see at the World Championship. For Polish fans, the tournament starts with a piece of heartwarming news. Captain Bartosz Kurek is back. A player who's been through all the highs and lows, won gold, suffered defeats, but never lost his hunger for victory. Even as a world champion, he's coming into this tournament with the same fire he had years ago, ready to lead the team in the clutch moments again. But along with the joy come the losses. Some key players have decided to take a break after a brutal club season. One of them, Mateusz Biniek. He won't be there, and that's a real gap for the team. Then there's Norbert Huber's story, a comeback arc. He planned to skip the national season for recovery, but things changed. He got back to form earlier than expected. Maybe the coaching staff's doubts about his readiness pushed him. Now he's got the chance to prove them wrong. Still, Poland will be without Aleksander Slivka. A leg injury in training sidelined him. Along with him, Bartłomiej Bołądź, Bartosz Bednosz and Mateusz Poręba also won't be joining. Losses that together changed the team's outlook and forced the coaches to rethink their plans. The reigning world champions arrive with big ambitions and believe they can defend the title. They've got a powerful new weapon, Kamil Ryklicki. This opposite was supposed to boost their attack and add more variety in offense. But then, a blow no one saw coming. Daniele Lavia breaks his hand, damages finger ligaments and is out for months. He'll miss not just the World Championship but much of the club season too. For a team where he's one of the leaders, this changes everything. There's some good news. Injuries to opposite Yuri Romano and middle Giovanni Gargiulo turned out to be less serious and both are ready to play. And Italy's got a symbolic touch planned. They'll wear jerseys with patches reminding everyone they are the reigning world champions. A small thing, but for the team a reminder they're defending not just a title, but their name. In Japan, the losses hit hard. An ankle injury will keep Masahiro Sekita out, the setter who's been the brain of this team for years, running their quick, precise game. Without him, they'll have to rebuild their whole offensive structure. They'll also be missing two veteran middles, Kentaro Takahashi and Akihiro Yamauchi. Their blocking, their steadiness at the net, their ability to anchor the defense, you can't replace that in one tournament. And even though he's on the roster, we won't see Yuji Nishida. He's decided to take a break from his career, focusing on studies and family as he's expecting his first child with his wife, former Japan women's captain Sarina Koga. But there's a ray of hope for Japanese fans. Tatsunori Otsuka has recovered from elbow surgery and is back in Laurent Tilly's squad. His return could help Japan keep some of that trademark speed and sharpness in attack. Slovenia already knew they'd have to play without Klemen Cibul, one of their leaders who announced early he'd skip the national season. But now they've taken another hit, a knee injury to Rok Možić. The young star who can flip a match with a single serve or spike is out right when the team needed him most. For new head coach Fabio Soli, who dreamed of a big World Championship debut, this is almost checkmate before the first whistle. Now he'll have to reshuffle everything. The recent Nations League showed Iran could surprise people. They might have been a dark horse at the World Championship too, but everything changed in a moment. Their main attacking weapon, Amin Esmailnejad, got injured in a friendly against Qatar. Yes, it's not the worst injury, but there's no time for recovery. Iran has lost the one weapon that could swing any game. Without him, they'll have to play more cautiously than they like. The USA heads into the World Championship in a tricky spot. Yes, they get a huge boost. Micah Christensen is back. A world-class setter who can run a game, read his teammates instantly and change a match with one decision. But even the best setter can't win a tournament alone. The question is, will he have enough firepower around him to fight for medals? The Americans are missing a whole core of leaders: Matt Anderson, David Smith, Max Holt, TJ DeFalco, Thomas Jaeschke and Aaron Russell. Names that for years have been linked with the strength and stability of Team USA. Now, instead of seasoned veterans, young, less experienced players who will have to learn to handle the pressure of the world stage on the fly. For Christensen, it's a unique challenge. Turn this raw squad into a contender. The question is, can they rise to the occasion when every mistake could cost them the tournament? In the list of players we expected but won't see: Nimir Abdelaziz, Arthur Schwartz and Stefan Boye. The first two decided to focus on preparing for their club seasons with their new teams. A long-term choice, but it means missing the year's biggest stage. Boye's case is different. The French opposite simply didn't fit into Andrea Gianni's plans. Not injured, not tired, just a coach's call. But his summer was still special. In August, he got married, and while a wedding can't replace a world championship, it's definitely a win that'll stay with him forever. Germany will be missing some veterans, but they've got one massive return. Heading to the World Championship is the oldest player in the tournament, Georg Grozer. After missing 2022, even he wasn't sure he'd be back. But now, on the eve of his 40th birthday, he's ready to light it up again. For German fans, this isn't just a player returning, it's a symbol. Canada is bringing back Sharon Vernon-Evans, a player who once went viral for his insane jumps and kills. Over time, he faded from the spotlight, but now he's ready to step back onto the international stage. His comeback could be one of the surprise stories of the tournament. And finally, France. Erwin Engapet. His form? Questionable, but one thing's for sure. A tournament with Engapet and a tournament without him are two totally different experiences. His energy, creativity and charisma can flip any game. And we'll wrap this video with a quick look at the groups you're seeing on screen now. Remember, top 2 from each pool advance to the next stage. Special attention to the bottom 4 groups. It's incredibly hard to predict who'll get through. Sure, the favorites for first place are clear, but the fight for second is going to be brutal. Every point, every serve, every rally will be worth its weight in gold. So, who are your picks to reach the round of 16? The 2025 World Championship is a mix of experience and youth, shocking debuts and huge comebacks, a packed schedule and maximum focus. On September 12th, we start this volleyball marathon, and on the 28th, we'll find out who lifts the trophy. Drop your predictions in the comments, who you'll be cheering for and who you think is the main favorite. This tournament isn't just going to meet expectations. It might change the way we think about World Championships. As always, this was Nick. Love what you do and you'll always succeed. See you soon. Bye.